and welcome. We're glad to be back on the program Citizens Gate on television. My name is Toyin Bamishaye Oni, welcoming you to the program. Don't forget, this program serves as a door between the government of Lagos State and the people of the state. This program is sponsored by Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement. And on this program, you stand to know the plans and programs of Lagos State government through what we call the Citizens Gate app. How well do you know how to use the Citizens Gate app, in which you can send messages to various departments, ministries, and agencies of government of Lagos State? And also this program, we also say that if you see anything, say something. Through this app, or probably the number that will be displayed on your screen very soon, you can even take a video clip of whatever you see in your environment, either your drainage, your environment, and probably if you see any house which is probably look distressed, you can send to the government through this office. Before we go on the program today, let's take this message.
Looking for a program that would keep you informed, get you involved, and make your voice count? Then tune in to Citizens Gate, where we'll update you about government activities and the issues that may be affecting your community. On Citizens Gate, you also have the opportunity to communicate with government office holders and let them know how you feel and where the shoe pinches. With Citizens Gate, you are literally a stakeholder. Join us every Thursday at 2:30 p.m. on Lagos Television, and let's build a greater and smarter Lagos. Citizens Gate, a program that connects you to the government of Lagos State and its activities, is now on television. Brought to you by Lagos State Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement. Citizens Gate, a must watch.
Your love is sweetness,
You're welcome back. My name is Toyin Bamishaye Oni, and I want to take you through the lineup for the program today. The Ministry of Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, the sponsor of this program. They briefed the press a few days ago, and in that, the special advisor to the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Tajuddin Abiodun Afolabi, said that about 8,690 have benefited from the largesse of Lagos State government through distribution of checks. While we have the MHD, in which the pregnant women also benefited from the largesse of the Lagos State government, we have the school children and other areas that this office have touched. We were opportune to cover the press briefing. Details in this report.
The Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement briefed the press on year 2025 ministerial press briefing held at Alausa Ikeja to commemorate the 6th year in office of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Lagos State. The Special Advisor on Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, Dr. Afolabi Abiodun Tajuddin, emphasized that lots of achievements was recorded in their social intervention program. He added that this program includes a financial assistance scheme with over 8,690 beneficiaries, also social initiatives aimed at shaping the lives of children, and food palliative to vulnerables in communities across the state.
Sanwo-Olu listing financial assistance program. What we do in this regard is to support the vulnerables with medical, rent, education, business aids. Mr. Governor, in his wisest decision, roll out food palliatives in multitude. Our office was given, and we made sure that these food palliatives were distributed across boards. We started from Adeyemi Beru, we moved to Badagry, we moved to Ikorodu. Why did we do this? We did it because if you ask somebody that lives in Badagry to come to Alausa to come and pay food palliatives. Just imagine the amount of money he will use to transport himself back to this place. And by the time he's going with the load of palliatives given to him, they will charge him and they will charge the load. So what we did was to go to Badagry, go to the innermost parts of Badagry, engage people and this food palliatives program.
Furthermore, he highlighted that the Eco Cares initiative, which was designed to empower vulnerables and entrepreneurs across the state, he explained on the civic education, which focuses on dangers of social vices within tertiary institutions.
Eco Cares initiative was now rebranded, was merged with Sanwo-Olu Cares, and collectively rebranded Eco Cares Sanwo-Olu Cares to back institutionalization of granting financial assistance, economic resilience, and household stability. Provide 45 breakfast and juice box for primary school people, and over 11,965 pupils in 33 schools have benefited from this program so far. The Ideal Child project launched in 2021 to address poor performance, abuse, antisocial behaviors in school, voters education. You see, last year to fight election is coming. Local government election is just near the corner. We also have this program called MISTI, Mother Infant Child Development Program, MISTI. It was launched in 2020 to provide nutritional support for indigent, vulnerable pregnant women. You see, we notice that not everybody will want to be like the faces I am seeing here.
The progress made in the office has shown remarkable impacts and achievement, contributing to a greater Lagos.
You're welcome back. The next story on our lineup for this week has to do with the urban policy for Lagos State. Every day, Lagos State keeps increasing, both in population and also structures. Everybody wants to come to Lagos, to live in Lagos, to build a house in Lagos. But Lagos has an original master plan. And this master plan, how well has it been revealed? How well has it been publicized or let the people in Lagos State know that indeed Lagos State has original master plan? The special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on EGIS, Dr. Olajide Abiodun, briefed the press on the plans and programs of Lagos State that urban policy for Lagos State will soon be launched. And also some people are likely to be moved from where they are to another place within Lagos State. We captured the press briefing.
You know, Nigeria made up of 36 states and the FCT 37. Even the FCT is 9,900 square kilometers. But Lagos is 3,550 square kilometers. Lagos is the smallest state, and it has 10% of the population of Nigeria. Lagos has a population of over 22 million out of 220 million that constitutes the population census that can be referenced for Nigeria. You know, having said that, urban development is very important. Under the Office of Urban Development, we are doing different things. And those things tie into so many principles. When you look at the Ebenezer Award Garden Cities of Tomorrow, you know, that's part of the foundation of planning. It is part of the foundation of urban development. So Lagos is a city state, you know, with population that is growing every day. It means that the Office of Urban Development under the leadership of Architect Bola Owodunioki and myself, together with our colleagues, is a very, very, very important office. We need to survey, we need to do an analysis, we need to plan. You see, that the analysis that is done for the Office of the Surveyor General and that is done for the planning office, that's the Office of Physical Planning, that analysis is actually done by the Office of Urban Development. We're working on a new building code for Lagos, and this seems to be one of the burning issues today in ESCO. I'm sure you can see that. We're also working on the urban policy for Lagos. These are all the think tanks that we're doing within the Office of Urban Development. We have now moved Okobaba to Timberview, where we have provided the people that were relocated from Okobaba, we provided 360 units of housing, apart from providing them a workplace. Because it is DeSoto that said, any disruption in where poor people live, it not only affects their homes, it also affects their livelihood, because they work and live in the same place. So we not only provided new homes for them, we also provided them international standard source of livelihood. We ensured that we moved them in a systematic way. There was no outcry, and we're still continuing with infrastructure like electricity, like roads, like bridges, and I think you should give our Department of Urban Development a clap. It was a promise kept. It's a journey of 1,000 miles. We started this 20 years ago. But during the administration of Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, please give the governor a clap. We have been able to achieve this.
You're welcome back. And now we want to take you to our citizens' feedback corner. The rains are here. If you live in an environment where we have this perennial flooding, you can take a picture or probably a little video clip and send to the Citizens Gate app, so as for Lagos State government to know what to do to such area. And now let's take some messages on our feedback corner.
The Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement engaged some children as part of the event to celebrate the year 2025 Children's Day. Some of the children expressed their joy and also their hope for a better future.
I want a flying car because I want to avoid traffic on the road.
I want free Wi-Fi where Lagos State, man.
I want an aquarium where I can see sharks, dolphins, and different types of aquatic animals. I want a phone that only children can use to call the governor. We want the state to give us lunch every day like the president. It please everybody's kind and no one shout.
As part of our Citizens Gate feedback corner, we covered the building collapse in Okeota, one area of Ikorodu in Ikorodu local government area.
We were informed that a two-story building collapsed, and immediately we activated our emergency response. All the key stakeholders that are important in managing emergency moved to the scene. Under the watch of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, we are able to rescue 11 people alive. However, we sympathized with the family that have lost their beloved ones here. We recovered 3 bodies. I need to assure the good people of Lagos State that under the watch of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola, we've put everything in place to ensure safety of life and properties. I appeal to our people to always do the needful and for them to partner with us effectively and efficiently to achieve good results. It is of note that we've received a lot of early warning in terms of from the meteorological aspect of it, and Mr. Governor has overhauled all the first responders with sophisticated equipment, and we are building a viable capacity for all our first responders.
The Lagos State Ministry of Health, they are doing quite a number of things to ensure that we have a healthy society. The commissioner in charge of the ministry, Dr. Abayomi, briefed the press on the activities and the achievement of this ministry, most especially on maternal health.
So the health sector strategy and governance, we work very hard on developing robust strategies, and we then roll out these strategies through all the agencies and the directorates that I have just referred to. And one of our very important functions is to provide oversight and lead the sector. The sector, not necessarily being and confined to the public sector, the sector cuts across both public and private sector. So we have a significant problem in terms of human resources for health. It is not unique to Lagos. In fact, Lagos is better off than most states and better off than many countries across Africa. However, Lagos is the city of excellence, and so we are planning very strategically into the future at the Cardiorenal Center in Bagada Medical Complex, where we repurposed the Cardiorenal Center to become an annex of LASUCOM, where it will be able to admit close to about 300 to 400 additional students. We also have repurposed the CACOVID Isolation Center. If you recall, this is a very large isolation building in the infectious disease hospital in Yaba, which has been redundant since the end of COVID. As such, we found it necessary to sweat our assets and convert this into multiple lecture theaters so that we can increase and this is an architectural design of how that space is going to be converted into at least 600 seated lecture theaters, tutorial rooms, and multi-purpose laboratories. This is an architectural reflection of Cardiorenal Center and how it is being converted into lecture theaters, offices, and tutorial rooms. And we have the general hospital prototype, the primary healthcare prototypes, the new mother and child centers, the Infectious Disease Research Institute, and staff quarters. On the right, we have brownfield projects, which means these are existing buildings that are undergoing intense renovation. And this is happening in Lasuth, across our general hospitals, our primary healthcare facilities, and our traditional medicine board and other offices. We are very cognizant of the climate change that we are experiencing. Everybody notices how hot it is becoming and how we are under intense shocks from the climate. And so we're building climate resilience into our health infrastructure into the future.
we go on the program today, let's take you to our information corner.
Are you a resident in Lagos? Have you heard of Citizens Gate? From the Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, we present to you Citizens Gate, a platform where you can access all ministries and agencies associated with Lagos State. Now, let me walk you through how you can report emergencies and non-emergencies on Citizens Gate. To your browser, search for Citizens Gate and click on Lagos State Citizens Gate. To sign up, add your email, create a password, agree to the terms and conditions, and submit. To validate and complete your registration, click on the link sent to your email. And that's it. You are now registered on the site. To lay out any complaint, log in your details on your browser and carefully select the option that best suits your feedback. It will be required that you put in necessary information like the ministry or agency affected, your local government, and a more precise address. Type in your report, and you can also add images to make it more detailed. Submit your report, and there you have it. You've successfully carried out your civic duty. Please note that you can always call the Lagos State Emergency Line on 112 or on 767. Citizens Gate is just at the tip of your finger, so go ahead and use it dutifully.
And that's our package on Citizens Gate on television for this week. Don't forget, the conversation ends now in the studio. You can join us on the Facebook or also on the YouTube channel, where you can also send your messages to the Citizens Gate app. Or if you see anything in your environment, the number on your screen, you can send messages or probably even send short video through your WhatsApp to the phone number displayed on your screen. I want to sincerely thank all the crew who has been part of the production of this particular episode. My name is Toyin Bamishaye Oni. We'll definitely see you next week, Thursday.